recording, you dick.
Yeah, I dropped my chocolate.
What is up, roses? It's me, Rachel from Rachel's Crazy World. Today I'm here with
Bitchacho holo.
My chocolate. Okay.
Yeah?
Courtney, I'm not going through it again.
What, bitch? What do you want?
He's talking to me. They know you're there. You live there.
What? What the fuck is she talking about?
They can't see your face, Carly.
I know.
Like, at all.
What the fuck is she saying?
Like, they won't be able to see your face. You are fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. They can't see how fucking stupid I'm being.
There you go. Well, let's get back into this. If it ever fucking listens to me. I already know. Oh, shit. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being...
Yep.
Yeah, how is this girl accidentally being so cute?
I'm either going to go after her or Monica. But I don't know.
Yuri.
I'm probably going to go after Yuri. She's too cute.
She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much.
Why don't you talk a little louder, genius?
Because my throat hurts.
You just screamed, bitch.
Yeah. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Like how your voice goes out as soon as you start reading. It's kind of fishy.
No, ask Mom, it was like this earlier.
I know, but you just screamed, bitch.
Yeah, and it hurt my throat. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book.
Mute your phone.
Sorry. What?
Mute your phone.
I can't. I won't go any farther down.
You can turn
It's on vibrate. It won't go any further
I
down.
know you can turn off vibrate.
My phone
The
only
fuck
goes
is
vibrate.
that?
It doesn't have silent.
Carly?
I'm mentally ill.
Sorry.
I'm the illest.
I was just spacing out. I'm under the sitting. I made her uncomfortable.
Thing.
Oh.
Except for being born.
It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... Carly.
That's the book that you gave me, right?
I want to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... That's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. There's something very obvious. Fuck, I can't talk. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give away anything. Because it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost young sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. Fuck my life.
Sounds like Stranger Things.
We watched South Park and they referenced Stranger Things. They referenced It.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, continue, Rachel.
Alrighty. I haven't read this yet.
Richie Tozer is swimming in his grave.
No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
Me? That's kind of dark, isn't it?
That's why I want to go after this chick.
Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of these sort of things, Jack?
No, it's not that.
By the way, Jack for Jack Daniels, that's what we picked, Karli.
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting.
Yep.
Oh my god, I almost dropped my Kit Kat. I was about to scream.
Karli's gonna drop her Kit Kat when we're recording. You're just gonna hear a scream, and I'm gonna have to lower it and title a screech across the screen.
I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Oh god. Karli! Yeah, I totally forgot.
Oh my fucking fruit snacks! I'm sorry, but Karli, that was beautiful.
My fucking fruit snacks, man!
Not the fact that they fell. Not the fact that they fell. I mean the fact that you literally said, oh my fucking fruit snacks.
I wanted to eat those! Fucking life. I was... fruit snacks.
Okay.
I was so excited. Because they're like, these are some good fruit snacks, okay? Oh, I'm gonna shoot myself in the leg. Continue, Rachel. Continue.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those kinds of things.
I was trying to drink, but I couldn't because Karli said.
She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just those kinds of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, if I could talk, it'd be great. They're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans.
Damn, Yuri, you deep bitch. I love it.
Is that Nohara? I'm Lorraine. Haha. What the fuck was that?
I dropped my fucking.
She's not gonna let go of that.
I'm genuinely pissed off at myself and the world, okay?
I know. Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. By the way, Karli, can you see what the words are? Or do you need me to make it bigger?
I can see.
Okay. I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people.
Me?
I fucking love Kit Kat.
So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had to put into my bag. Alright, it's fine. If I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah. Fuck. Always click that.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry! I was just... death.
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Death. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. Yes.
Did not read that right! At least I didn't.
Rachel!
I can't help it!
Ooh, hold on, someone's home.
Okay. I'm waiting.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in... Oh, fuck. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Ooh. It feels like my left arm is in the way. Instead, I use my right to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I got distracted by her, you know.
You know?
Entire being. Karli said, oh shit.
Are you trying to stay quiet, Karli, because your parents are there? Or one of them's there for a minute? Okay.
Yes.
Let's hope none of your parts come around.
I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. Ooh, yes. It's kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision. Ooh, fuck.
Are you ready? I can't. Damn it, Karli.
Titties, Karli said.
Oh, I can't wait until your parent leaves. You're parental, so you could just commentate.
And scream. Eh?
To turn the page?
Sorry. I think I got a little distracted for a second. I glance over. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. See, I autofilled it. You're fine, Karli. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence.
God damn it, Karli.
Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Oh, my thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. What is this?
This is literally porn, but not porn.
Low-key, yeah.
It's a lemon, but not a lemon.
Yeah.
At least not now. If you read that and removed page, haha. You remove page and everything becomes a different story.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Oh, shit, bitch.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she's also second guesses all of the things she says and does. Oh, that's rude. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
Death. But, Jack, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Well, wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I mean more that it's kind of cute.
Death. What are you saying all of a sudden? Fuck, now I gotta do pitch shit. Ha! Voice. Hang on. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Okay, Karli.
Yuri excels spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine.
It releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Welcome back, Karli.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
I'm just turning up our mic volume so it does pick up Karli. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time, if I could fucking read.
Alright.
Karli's.
I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
Oh, I feel sorry. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing.
It's a poem.
I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Fucking hiccups, goddamn.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with if I could fucking read? Oh, Karli. Your turn. Pick a voice for her.
Yeah, wait. I don't know.
Okay.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Okay, I'm going to save here. Just because... I'll just save here, fuck it. They can't hear Karli, oh well.
No, hold an empty one.
No, because if I go to do another playthrough, I can just click the second one for a different choice. That's how you play these games, Karli.
Okay.
Which one?
Yuri.
You want to do Yuri first?
Okay, Yuri, baby.
I got time.
Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Oops. Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Me.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of fuck my life. I can't fucking read right now because my mouth...
Imagery.
I know, I was trying to say it, but for some reason my mouth said imaginary.
Foster's home for imaginary key.
Rachel.
I know, I just explained what happened, Karli. I just said I was reading Imagine.
I was just messing with you.
Karli's being a troll. Leave her alone.
For some reason, when I do light voices like hers, my mouth does not cooperate at all.
Your mouth doesn't cooperate at all. You made me think of that Vine where the girl's smoking and the dude turns around and goes, "Wow."
Wow.
She's vaping and he just goes, "Wow."
Yuri,
Okay. Okay.
You know what that means? I don't have enough money for a chicken nuggets.
Thank God, Karli. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just mean,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. What the fuck, tongue? I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that is not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even simple poem. Fucking read! Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. Fucking mouth! Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do! I love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's the rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
I gotta read.
Hold on. Fuck, I can barely read that. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Ready. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What?
Swear to God, if you don't get off your phone.
I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Oh shit, I read yours. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't.
Fuck, I keep trying to read your lines too!
I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Bitch, I am.
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jack.
Really? I must have totally missed the point. Yeah, you dick, it's about you.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work.
She's low-key flirting.
Next, we'll do Karli's chick after
Natsuki.
Yep.
Wait, I'm 2 chicks though.
I know. We just said her name.
You did?
Yes. Okay. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in our last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Jack.
Me too.
Ba-da-da-da. Just so I know what did it, I'm gonna, I just like to do it. Boom, boom. Okay. Okay. Karli. Natsuki.
Wait, what?
We're gonna do Natsuki. I like how... Huh? What?
Okay, wait, can I tell a story first?
You may tell a story.
Can I tell a story?
Yeah.
Okay, so in class today, there's this gay guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go to the bathroom and he pulls a tampon out of his pocket. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, what are you gonna do with that? And like, so the girl's like, is he gonna stick up his ass? And I'm like, no.
She's gonna stick it up his ass.
Okay. By the way, Karli, I like how you pick the tsundere. You picked the tsundere to like. Basically, what makes you think I like you,
What?
idiot? Basically, is that character. You picked a tsundere.
Oops. Jack, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home.
Well, what? Harsh.
What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it.
You want to make a noise for that?
I don't know what noise to make for that.
In my head, I went, triggered. Painful to think about.
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each other and their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. I'll probably think it's stupid.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I mean, that's nice.
Yeah. I told you you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
Karli?
I said what?
It didn't pick up.
I said that, man. Just be honest.
I am. Rachel's gonna kill us both. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Cause she's sitting here on her fucking phone!
Sorry, something's happening. Someone finally is alive after a week, and I'm about to blow a top. So,
After Natsuki, we're gonna end this episode anyways, and then we'll continue another recording session later.
I am shaking.
Okay. I heard Karli say well.
Because high school thinks that writing must be sophisticated and stuff.
She's so little.
So people don't even take my writing serious.
Yeah, when Karli burped earlier and she popped up, I just kind of imagined her making that noise, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Ooh, 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 ooh. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard.
Take out the word read. Oh, love it.
And this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things to you really disheartened me. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the only thing is it puts my weight on the wordplay.
Can you repeat that because it cut you out?
So you're telling me I gotta reread that?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Who makes you the happiest? Their name is vodka.
What's my weight? Okay, I was in the middle of that, so I gotta say it again. I'm gonna shoot both of you as soon as I get over there.
Oh no, I don't suggest that.
Oh no. If you
There you go.
Like, I set up for a line again, but then I made it both flat on purpose. It helped bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did! Oh, fuck! I guess I went more into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. After reading this one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Okay. I'm gonna save it, and we're gonna leave that one there.
Sorry, Shaky Bean.